Certainly, Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF, is a series of horror video games created by Scott Cawthon. Each game in the series has its own unique story and gameplay mechanics, so let's break down the lore and gameplay of each main installment in detail. 1. Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF 1. Gameplay. You play as a night security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, tasked with monitoring security cameras and ensuring the animatronic characters, Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, don't enter your office. Story. The game hints at a tragic backstory involving the disappearance of children linked to the animatronics. It's suggested that a man named William Afton is behind these incidents. 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, FNAF 2, Gameplay. Set as a prequel, you play as a security guard at the new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, dealing with older, more aggressive animatronics. You must wind up a music box to prevent an attack from a new character, the puppet. Story. It delves deeper into the lore, revealing the animatronics are haunted by the spirits of murdered children. Afton, the technician, is implied to be the killer. 3. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, FNAF 3. Gameplay. Set in a horror attraction, you deal with a single animatronic, Springtrap, a suit possessed by Afton. Story. This game focuses on dismantling the animatronics and freeing the trapped souls. The establishment burns down, seemingly ending Afton's reign of terror. 4. Five Nights at Freddy's 4, FNAF 4, Gameplay. You play as a child at home, dealing with nightmare versions of the animatronics. The gameplay is more survival horror. Story. This game reveals the backstory of the crying child, who is tormented by his brother and haunted by the animatronics. It's suggested that the child becomes the protagonist of later games. 5. Five Nights at Freddy's, Sister Location, FNAF, SL, Gameplay. You play as a technician in an underground facility with a variety of animatronics. Story. This game delves into Afton's family and his daughter, who becomes the animatronic circus baby. It introduces the concept of multiple personalities within Afton. 6. Five Nights at Freddy's, Pizzeria Simulator, FNAF 6, Gameplay. A tycoon-style game where you manage your own pizzeria, but it turns into a survival horror experience. Story. It's revealed that the game was a trap set by the protagonist, Henry, to lure and destroy all the animatronics, including Afton, in a fiery climax. 7. Five Nights at Freddy's, Help Wanted, FNAF VR, Gameplay. You're a playtester for a Fazbear-themed virtual reality game, experiencing various FNAF scenarios. Story. It's implied that the VR game is used to cover up the real-life horrors of the Fazbear franchise. 8. Five Nights at Freddy's, Security Breach, Gameplay. This game introduces a more open-world approach within a large, futuristic mall, with multiple animatronics. Story. The story is not as clear, but it continues to explore the lore of the Fazbear universe. These games form a complex narrative, with recurring themes of child murders, haunted animatronics, and the quest for redemption. The lore is deliberately cryptic, leading to fan theories and discussions that have added to the series' popularity. 1. Five Nights at Freddy's, The Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon and Kira Breed Riley. This book introduces Charlie, the main character, who returns to her hometown to uncover the mysteries behind Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where her father used to work. It delves into the disappearance of Charlie's childhood friend and the haunting animatronics. 2. Five Nights at Freddy's, The Twisted Ones by Scott Cawthon and Kira Breed Riley. The sequel follows Charlie and her friends as they face new animatronic horrors that have emerged years after the events of the first book. The story explores the origins of these twisted animatronics. 3. Five Nights at Freddy's, The Fourth Closet by Scott Cawthon and Kira Breed Riley. The final book in the original trilogy continues Charlie's quest to unravel the mysteries surrounding Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. It introduces the concept of robotic replicas and the tragic past of the Afton family. 4. Five Nights at Freddy's, Fazbear Frights series by Scott Cawthon and various authors. This is a series of short story collections set in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Each book contains a set of creepy tales, expanding on the lore and adding new layers to the horror. The Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF, movie is based on the popular horror video game series created by Scott Cawthon. As of my last knowledge update in September 2021, the movie was in development, and details were limited. However, I can provide a general overview of what you might expect. 1. Setting. The movie is likely to take place in a spooky, haunted location, such as Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where animatronic characters come to life at night. 2. Characters. Expect to see characters like Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. These animatronics are known for their eerie and sinister behavior during the night shift. 3. Plot. The plot may follow a security guard, similar to the game, who is tasked with surviving several nights at the establishment. The animatronics become active and hostile at night, and the guard must use surveillance cameras and other tools to survive. 4. Horror elements. The movie will likely focus on building tension and scares as the animatronics hunt down the protagonist. Jump scares and creepy atmosphere are hallmarks of the FNAF franchise. 5. Lore and backstory. The FNAF series has a deep and complex lore involving the tragic history of the animatronics and the mysteries of the pizzeria. The movie may explore elements of this lore. Please note that my information is based on what was known up to September 2021, and there may have been developments or changes in the movie's production or plot since then. It's a good idea to check for the latest news and updates regarding the FNAF movie for the most accurate information.